Hello and welcome to this video. In a number of my videos, I spoke about patterns that exist in the diversity visa program. I said by those patterns, we can establish a number of things. For example, it is by means of the visa bulletin cutoff pattern that we can identify such things as different case number ranges, the default highest case number ranges, as well as the time of the year that case numbers in the different ranges can look forward to being scheduled for interview. That same principle applies in the case of the diversity visa lottery dates. And so that is what we will be considering in this video. Welcome back to this discussion. Let us begin by looking at diversity visa lottery dates from the past 5 years. As you can see from the table on the screen, the DV 2020 lottery began on Wednesday, October 3rd, 2018 and ended on Tuesday, November 6, 2018. The DV 2021 lottery began on Wednesday, October 2nd, 2019 and ended on Tuesday, November 5th, 2019. The DV 2022 lottery began on Wednesday, October 7, 2020 and ended on Tuesday, November 10, 2020. In the case of DV 2023, the lottery began on Wednesday, October 6, 2021 and it ended on Tuesday, November 9, 2021. And finally, the DV 2024 lottery, that is the ongoing lottery, began on Wednesday, October 5th, 2022 and it is expected to end on Tuesday, November 8, 2022. Just by looking at the different dates on your screen, you can see that there is a pattern that has existed in the diversity visa lottery dates for the past 5 years. But this is not the first of its kind. There were years when the diversity visa lottery began on a Tuesday. There were other years when it began on the 1st of October. There were even years when the lottery was administered for 2 months and on other occasions at different times of the year. So what you have on your screen is not the first pattern and is not going to be the last, but it is the pattern that is currently observed in the diversity visa lottery dates. So in essence, what is that pattern? Our table shows us that for the past 5 years, the diversity visa lottery began on the first Wednesday in October and it ended in November on the Tuesday that immediately followed the starting date. So when we consider the table, in 2018, the first Wednesday in October was October 3rd, 2018, and that was when the diversity visa lottery began. And in November, the Tuesday that immediately followed the 3rd was November 6th, and that was when the diversity visa lottery ended. In 2019, the first Wednesday in October was October 2nd, and that was when the diversity visa lottery began. And it ended in November on the Tuesday that immediately followed the 2nd, which was November 5th. In 2020, the first Wednesday in October was October 7th, and that was when the diversity visa lottery began. And it ended in November on the Tuesday that immediately followed the 7th, which was November 10th. In 2021, the diversity visa lottery began on October 6th, which was the first Wednesday in October, and it ended on the Tuesday that immediately followed the 6th in November, which was November 9. And then this year, 2022, the lottery began on October 5th, which was the first Wednesday in October 2022, and is going to end on November 8, 2022, which will be the Tuesday that immediately follows the 5th of November. As I said, this pattern is not the first to exist, and it is not going to be the last. These patterns usually come about as a result of the convenience they offer in the running of the program. And so, as long as that convenience exists, we can expect the pattern to continue. Whenever it is no longer convenient, then that pattern will be changed. And when that happens, we will identify the new pattern that has been established. That is how it works. So, all things being constant, we expect the DV 2025 lottery, which will be conducted in 2023, to begin on the first Wednesday of October, which will be October 4th, 2023, and end on the Tuesday in November that follows the 4th, which will be November 7th. For DV 2026, we can expect it to begin on Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024, and end on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. For DV 2027, we can expect it to begin on Wednesday, October 1st, 2025, and end on Tuesday, November 4th, 2025, and so on, as long as the current pattern remains in place. I guess some of you may find this to be extreme, but as I said, this is not the first pattern to exist, and it is not going to be the last. The current pattern will be changed sometime down the road when it is no longer convenient in the running of the diversity visa program. But until that happens, and we cannot say when, next appointment for the diversity visa lottery is expected on Wednesday, October 4th, 2023. Which brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for watching it. If you have any questions concerning the DV lottery or the diversity visa program in general, you can leave them in the comment area below, and I will be glad to respond to them. And I will see you, God willing, in the next video. Goodbye.